Ladies and gentlemen, our hosts for tonight introduce the issues, ideas, and voices of the 60s and after to millions of Americans in 200 cities every day for a stunning 29 years. Please welcome Phil Donahue.
Well, thank you very much. We haven't changed a bit. We're now at a place in life where there are three ages: young, old, and gee, you look great. I'm flattered that you recognize me, although a guy out in the hallway just said, "Hi, Merv." I regret Marlo can't be here. She's at St. Jude she is engaged in the world's second oldest profession, fundraising. But in a way, it's a relief to be out on an evening when she is not being honored with something. My back is getting sore for just carrying her plaques. But, and people still, knock me over to get to Marlo. I feel like the man on the psychiatric couch to whom the doctor says, "But sir, you are inferior." But this is a very big honor for me. Most of you in this room have been on my television program. We've shared so many experiences. And it has been more than just a chapter of our lives. What you have done collectively is quite literally change America. You have been you've been part of an effort that shook the entire world, most especially the continental United States and its possessions. This was something that we'll never forget and we will always be proud of. Let me ask those who were members of the peace movement, who are with us here today, kindly stand. Now, those who were members of the peace movement and are 80 or older, remain standing. The others, be seated. I know you've seen the amazing lineup of speakers and performers for these 2 days. You know, this is the first time that this group has ever been in the same room together. That's right, this is not a reunion. Back then, the peace movement was going in too many different directions. Together again for the first time. And of course, all the speakers have had 50 years to prepare what they're going to say this evening. I can't wait, so let's not wait. Tonight is dedicated to our elders, introduced by those of the current generation because we honor the lessons of the past and pass them on. We're going to start where everything starts with a performance, which we'll have in just a moment. I just want to share one personal with you. My first look as a very young reporter at what dissent meant, what a protest was, and how much courage it took to engage publicly in this activity, came when I encountered a very patrician man, a man of great elegance, three-piece suit, vest, the white shirt and the thin tie, which was a fashion of the 60s. A very wealthy man. And I saw him handcuffed, surrounded by young people with raggy, shaggy hair, holes in the blue jeans, tie-dye t-shirts, ratty sneakers, and I saw them all get in the back of the paddy wagon. And I saw them taken to jail. And I saw them put this elderly chap with all these young people into the same cell where the toilet stuck out from the wall. And I was totally dumbstruck. I didn't realize it then. It took me a while to realize what a fabulous demonstration of moral courage I was watching. This man had more money than God. And he told me later that you had to kick the wall to make the toilet flush. Of whom do I speak? Benjamin Spock. Wow. I mean, he shaped my whole brain on what I didn't learn in the 40s, that America was good in all things, won all its wars, the Marshall Plan, and suddenly people started to appear on my program who said things like, this war is immoral. And all of a sudden I realized we were prepared for a world that never materialized. Nobody said the Japanese would take over supremacy in automotive engineering. Nobody said they'd assassinate our president. And nobody said we'd be losing a war. And that's exactly what happened. And it took me way too long to catch up. And I've been trying to catch up with you ever since. And I have so much admiration for the assembly of people of conscience in this church this evening. This is truly a wonderful, wonderful event. And I am here to speak for the millions of Americans around the world, and most especially our fellow Americans who didn't get it as soon as you did. Let's now take a moment here, after having dedicated this to our elders. We're going to start where everything starts, with poetry and music. We'll have a special visit from Oakland Congresswoman Barbara Lee, and who I had the pleasure of campaigning for in her district not long ago. If you think I'm bragging, I am. And we'll end with a discussion among people with the longest perspective on the movement.